Hi, hello. I was helping mother with computer. Let's see. Hi. And yes, someone did say TOEBEANS. Let me also just pull up YouTube stream for later. Off with the sound. So I'm ready. Oh, apparently she's having a premiere video shown. Okay. Don't mind if I do. I mean, hi. Let's caffeinate this bitch. I need it. I have not washed him, so you're gonna have to deal with the dirt. It's just hot chocolate from last night. You're gonna have to deal with that. The rest of the inside is about the same. It's just hot chocolate anyway. And it's not like I've let it sit for several days. I washed it yesterday morning. Had hot chocolate last night before bed, so it's fine. Let's gather that one. Why are you? There's them. Did I grab the wrong ball of yarn? I grabbed the right project, but the wrong ball of yarn. We still have one glove to finish before we can start on the beans. And this is not correct color at all. It's like a pig pink in real life. It's a funky mix. A very funky mix. Let's see. Pull the glasses down so I can actually read it because it's that little text. It's 64% wool, 28% polyamide, and 8% alpaca. A very strange mix. But I thought this would be perfect for the beans. Okay, we still have this to do, however. I'm hoping we can get it done. We might actually only get one glove done, to be honest. But hi, hello, how's you guys doing? I have a sneaking suspicion that the phone is gonna ring. Or mother is gonna call me back. To help with the laptop stuff even more. One or both. Because I'm waiting on an email that might be a phone call. We shall see. I did check an hour ago and no email yet. Oh no. I'm gonna try and speed through this because I want at least one glove done on stream and then I can just do the other one off stream. But I want the base both gloves done. Hi, hello. Yeah. Yeah. But knows. That's how it's going. It's like there is no wind, there is no sun. So why is my nose still itchy? I haven't been outside, so other than that, I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm gonna need more coffee after this row. Very windy there. Aw. Hopefully not too bad. And with a bit of luck, you're gonna have rain and thunder. We, however, are not so lucky. It seems like every single fucking time we get a storm warning here, it's never in my area. It's always like 5-10 miles away. It's never actually in my area. The rain we are getting is like drizzle, but no actual raining. It rained for all of 10 minutes yesterday. And that was just light rain. Annoying. I want a real pouring down, flooding kind of rain. The plants need it too. And also then I could take a bucket and put outside to collect some rainwater for my plants. Stupid sneeze. Look who's here. Oh my god. Hi, the Haribo. They're making KFCs. Yeah, we still need to finish this one up. It will be about halfway. Yeah, pretty much halfway after next row. I'm hoping I can get this base done. Then I'm gonna make TOEBEANS and put on the other one. Gonna be a large nugget. Eh. You know? I might actually. By the way. It's gonna be a very burnt nugget, but I do actually have pattern for a Stegosaurus nugget. So I could make you a dino nugget in this yarn. That could happen. And yes, god eftermiddag förresten. There you go. I even read it in Swedish for you. In very normal Swedish speed. Try and sort that out. You would probably have to record that and slow it down to understand it. Which is quite funny because I actually speak English faster than Swedish. I actually do. Is there any volcano stream I can have up in the background here? Is there any volcano stream? Really? There is one. Wait, what else do they have live at the moment? Okay, that's upcoming. Santa Maria Volcano, San Marcos, Guatemala. Or maybe the Iceland. Let's go Iceland. The fuck is that camera view? Nope. I'm trying to find something to have on in the background so I don't need to see myself 3 times. Okay, there we go. Where is that even from? I have no idea. Okay, I have no idea where this is from, but it looks nice. The reeking. Oh my god. Thank God. Hear stuff, hope it's outside to be honest. You might be hearing the thunder from my background sound. That might be it. Thank you for the striking. Hope you're getting dressed soon. And I don't know if that was a sticker or not, but fine. Where was I even? I don't even remember what I was talking about. Woo! To be honest, I'm not even 1 mug of coffee in. Venturing outside soon, so it might be an idea to get dressed. Yeah. Especially if you're going on the bike. Unless you really want to air out the bits. And also get arrested. Oh yeah, I was saying that I actually have a pattern for a Stegosaurus Dino Nugget. I can either make it in this yarn or actual chicken nugget color, because I have that. So I could make that happen. I've been thinking about making that one for a while, I just haven't because I've been getting distracted by everything, nothing and breathing. You know, the usual. There's like nothing happening on that volcano stream I pulled up. It might well just be a still image. It is a very nice view. I'm not gonna lie, it is a very nice view. There you guys go. That's what I have up on the side to cover my own Twitch stream, because I don't need to see myself more than OBS. It is a very stunning view. And I sort of want to go there, but I have no idea where there is. Yep. I'm gonna need more coffee. Still not done with the first mug. No, so we are only 20 minutes in, so I'm not yet committing a crime against coffee. Not quite yet. Okay, this is a tiny bit more than halfway. Tiny bit more than halfway. Remember, just go from here all the way around and meet back up. Then I'm gonna put TOEBEANS. I can't believe I found this yarn. Such a weird blend. I've never heard of this blend before. It do be only 50 gram, but there is a surprising amount of yarn for 50 gram. I think I paid $5 for this. Or $4 or $5 for this. It's one of the weirdest blends in my collection at the moment. I think I only have 2 more blends that are more weird than that one. Yeah, I am not having much hope that we will finish both gloves on stream. I will finish at least one. I will finish at least this base and put TOEBEANS, or well, make TOEBEANS and put TOEBEANS on the other one. And yes, I am intentionally saying that a lot because I do love TOEBEANS. It's such a nice word. I need more gloves with beans. I only have 2. Oh yeah, I just realized. After I have finished these gloves, I will have 1 pair of gloves with TOEBEANS from each category. I will have this one for handmade, one of the others for expensive brand name, and the last pair is just cheapo store brand. So that covers all 3 categories. Expensive, cheapo, handmade. I just realized. Woo! I am not caffeinated enough for thinking. I can tell. Okay, fine. That is not a stitch, but I'm gonna put one there anyway. I cannot see the stitches, by the way. I'm going by feel, mostly. Alright, am I going lurking? You go get pedaling. Wheel on. Don't have an accident. Don't forget to put clothing on. Ah! You almost made me jump. Thank you for the sub. Much appreciated. Just like you. No pedaling just yet. Got some maintenance to work. Yay. No. Oh yeah, I forgot to put on my skin cream. I'll quickly do that when I take a break and wait for my coffee. Worried badly, I'm fixing some shit up. Yeah, you go and do that. Thank you for entertaining us. Well, I'm sure you can find a lot more entertaining people currently live. Unless you were already lurking at rubies. I would be lurking at rubies if I weren't at risk of being cat distracted by the cuties. Which is why I pull up a volcano stream instead of ruby. Because I really want at least one glove done. Yep, come on, don't get stuck. Thank you. I also really should get back to working on designing some critters. I'm not saying, but I'm also saying that I have a critter I should have finished designing 2 or 3 months ago now. His body parts are on my desk. He needs wings. I'm good. It's gonna be very warm, by the way. Still not showing correct color. Yay! And nose is being an itchy bitch. What else is old news? Yep, get in. Such a cute set. Yeah, hopefully it will stay wearable too. I am still thinking that I'll probably be wearing the frog set more when I have, you know, finished that one up. But I still don't even have yarn for it. But yeah, I do need a nice everyday frog set. even though Mother has already said that she will not be shown in public when I'm wearing it. And I also still need to do a frog bucket hat. But all of the yarn I'm finding is not the right material. Why not? Because she finds it silly and embarrassing. Never mind the fact that I feel the same about her when she pulls her pants up to under her boobs and stuff her shirt inside the pants. She's fine with walking around like that. But she finds it embarrassing to walk with me when I'm wearing anything frog or pony related. I wonder who should actually feel the most embarrassed. Here's a hint, it ain't her. The only time I'm dressed like that is when I'm at home. Even then, my shirts are not stuffed in my pants. But walking next to me when I'm wearing a normal My Little Pony print beanie, that's supposedly embarrassing. Ain't mothers fun? It's really making me tempted to make her a grey mouse bucket hat with ears and nose. Well, I still really need to find the right yarn for the frog bucket hat, the frog headband, and webbed frog gloves I told you about. But every single color I find, it's always wool. I don't want to make it any of that in wool. I don't mind acrylic. I don't mind cotton. I don't mind blend. I just do not want to make any of that in wool. Well, so far the only color I found that I like for the set is wool yarn. Or it's very, very thin cotton. Like I in fact have one here. This is sort of the color I want, but the yarn is too thin. It's the right color, but it's too thin. If I made the frog set in this, it would take fucking forever. If I started today, I would probably be done like next year in this yarn. But it's the right color. It's like a not quite shamrock green, but you know the green of dandelion leaves? That's the green I'm looking for. Yeah, that garden leaf green. is what I'm looking for the frog headband and webbed gloves. Something that sticks out but still not in your face, kinda bright. But I'm only finding that shade in thin yarn or wool. And I want it in cotton or acrylic cotton blend. Worst case, I would do it in bamboo. Because the funny thing is, over here, I can actually get the bamboo yarn cheaper than cotton. Which is insane. But most case, I can find bamboo cheaper than cotton. Too thick to double strand? I would have to be 3 strand. That's the only way I know how to strand it. I think this is actually cheap cotton, so I might. Let's see if I do it 3 stranded, because I know how to do that. Yeah, that would kind of be the thickness I want. If I did it 3 strand. Would either be this, or I would have to have 2 balls and hold them double. Now that would still be too thin. 3 would be perfect. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Something as quick as the Fox set. Because this has been working up the perfect speed to still keep my interest. Because if something takes too long, I will just lose interest. I do not have the attention span for that long project. Which is why I've never made a sweater or anything. And why I'm having such a hard time making socks. Like, I still haven't finished the first spiral sock I was knitting. It's still on my desk. Actually, at the moment, my Lady Bee frog is laying on it. And all I need to do is to toe, like that much. Then that sock is done. And I have not finished it yet. It has been needing this tiny bit on a toe for 3 months now, or something. Because even though I love the pattern, and I love the yarn, and I love everything about it, it's just taking so long that I've lost interest. So that's why I need a slightly thicker yarn if I'm gonna make another set of headband and gloves. More of an autumn project, feet don't get cold, you'll be keen to finish them. You say that, but I have a pair of socks. Oh well, I have 1 sock that's been on needles since 2017. It's even right next to me. Because, same, I love the pattern. Rosy little rollers. I love the yarn, which is a black with neon pops of color. But it was just taking so long, I lost interest. Some projects become more pure. Yeah. I also still have a granny square vest I'm working on. I have all of the squares for the front panel, and most of the squares for the other front panel. The thing is that the yarn is very expensive. It's like $9 per ball. And it's in total 5 colors. And 2 of the colors I need a lot of. So I haven't bought the yarn to actually make the rest of it because it's so expensive. But it will be a very nice everyday object once it is done. I just need to save up the money and buy the yarn. Hopefully be able to buy the yarn before it goes discontinued, even though I don't think it's gonna happen because it's a very popular brand over here. And it's one of the few brands where you can get solid color cotton in big balls. But at least I have it planned out, most of the way done. I just need more of the actual yarn and then the rest is easy. At least easier than finding the stitches here because damn, where did that one? Oh wait. There. No, that's just one loop. Ah, there it is. I found the second loop, it was hiding. Okay, how much more? Need to go all the way around. We have at least the front done. And we are slowly starting to wrap around. And what is the humidity? Because, dear lord. 24 Celsius, humidity 74. That explains it. Because I'm like, air. I might have to put on a fan. I'm a big fan of my fan. I need to actually put them on. Wait, is he even plugged in? No, he's not. Damn it. He's not even plugged in. a small one. I could do that. I have a big fan up on the shelf over there, and on top of my PC tower there, I have a small fan. I might actually have to plug it in after stream. Oh yeah, I will have no pattern for the TOEBEANS. Basically just gonna freehand the beans. We'll struggle without our fans this year? Yeah, partially same. I'm gonna need to buy a new one for mother, however. Because the one that she had, it finally broke after 3 years. It was one of those cheaper ones from Amazon that you can also put ice water in the bottle, hanging on the back. That puts the water from the bottle to the bottom, and then you have the ice there, and the fan blows that out. It finally broke after 3 years. But 3 years for $25 is highly affordable. That is a good price for that long use. Even though we only used it during summer. Oh yeah, I'm gonna wait until winter. That's the real trick to shopping like a moth. Buy things in off-season. That's how I can afford all of the yarn and stuff and random shit I buy. It's because I buy all of the expensive stuff off-season to get it even cheaper. And then I save up the difference between the full retail price and the off-season sale price. I save that up, and that's how I buy all of the yarn and stuff. And the random things I get at thrift stores. Which is how I could afford to spend $9 on a drink bottle that is really only worth like $4. Like I could have gotten a similar bottle to this one for $3 or $4. But you know, I needed Kuromi. And it has a handle. And it's completely watertight. So even if I turn that bitch upside down, nothing will leak. Right? But because I buy all of the expensive stuff off season, I can afford to splurge on random shit. Like all the clothing I buy at thrift stores and such. And all the yarn that I shouldn't have bought yesterday that I still bought. And the beads. Sadly, a lot of stores up here remove out-of-season items so you can do a... Well, here's the thing. Is it truly out-of-season items or just everyday items that get more expensive when they are in season? Like over here, sure, you can buy a fan year-round, but as soon as it hits summer, they double the price. But you can still buy a fan year-round. The trick is to wait until Black Friday or Christmas sale and then buy things like fans and summer shit that are also classed as everyday items. Which is how I got this one. That is on my PC tower. It's fully metal. Like the blades are metal, the stand is metal, the only thing plastic is pretty much the button. And I paid $20 for this. Because I bought it during fall. But this exact same one, I saw exactly the same one but different brand in a store a few months ago, and the price was more than double. But it was the exact same one, just a completely different brand, and it cost almost $50. Well, shit like that. Fans are being removed for shows, dark are being removed. Making way for Halloween, some stores have gone straight to Christmas. It's summer! Fucking Christmas. I haven't even started any of my Halloween stuff yet. Never mind Christmas. I have the yarn for everything. I know what I'm gonna make, but I haven't done any of it yet. Caught every year cheating on Black Friday sales, then we have Cyber Monday. Yeah, same here. Especially online. That's actually how I got this microphone. My little HyperX Solocast. I got it for $50. It retails for $75 now, if not more. I paid $50 on Black Friday. But many other items they did cheat on, but not that one, thankfully. I got really lucky on that. Four aisles Christmas stuff, some stuff wearing Christmas hats and Christmas music. Turned around and left the shop. Good. I would have done the fucking same. I would have turned around so fast. Ribbit. I will not apologize for being human. Over here I haven't even seen Halloween stuff yet. But that should start here at end of this month. That's usually when Halloween stuff pops up. End of August. Which is reasonable. Which is highly reasonable. I think Hobie might have Halloween yarn already. But they are not advertising it, so you need to actually go into the menu and search specifically for Halloween yarn. But I think Hobie already have it out. Might also have Christmas out. I haven't checked that yet. Mostly because I still have a lot of Christmas yarn left. And I technically have a lot of Halloween yarn left. I'm gonna need more coffee, by the way. Little bastards back in school. Yay! We have the big city festival starting soon. Unless it already has started. But it's not the same as it used to be when I was little. It used to be epic when I was little. A bunch of vendors selling pins and bags. Key rings, necklaces. Now it's like 90% food. And 10% music, and that's it. They have removed pretty much every vendor selling actual stuff. Now it's like just like a food and music festival, so I haven't been there in a decade. One of my favorite bags is actually from that festival. It was the last time I went. It is a bag made completely out of hemp. Hand embroidered with hemp yarn. So it's handmade, hand embroidered, all in hemp. I paid $20 for it. I think that was probably the last time I was at the festival. Actually, I can actually get that bag. It's hanging on the back of my door. And I need more coffee anyway, because this bitch be empty. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna refill this. And I'm gonna grab that bag to show you guys. We're making good progress on this. This is almost done, by the way. So that's a good time. And also, £90 for a table for 3 hours? Fuck that shit. Okay. I did not in fact get a full mug of coffee and I had to put on more. So in a few minutes I'm gonna have to get up and fetch that. I did grab the bag, however. It's just a small shoulder bag, very well made by hand, all in hemp fiber. You can see it's handmade because it's not even. But yeah, even this thread they used is hemp. So the only thing that's not hemp is like these plastic details and the zipper and the velcro. Everything else is hemp fiber, including the lining. Can't even show there. 100% hemp, made in Nepal. Yeah, there's one here. And then the zipper. And there's one there. I think I bought this the last time I was at the festival, which was over 10 years ago. Because after that time, it started becoming more and more food and music festival, and they removed almost every single vendor that sold things like that. So I'm really happy I got that bag then. They sneak more Halloween stuff up. Ugh. I really need to make some Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. I just need to gather the yarns. You have to buy those gems when you see them? Yeah. Like I said, buy expensive stuff on the off season when they are on sale and save the difference between that price and normal on season retail price. And then you can afford to splurge on random shit like that you didn't actually plan on buying. And you will afford so much more than you think you can. Ruby has a really cool crochet oogie boogie. Ooh. Now I was thinking of making a beanie, like Jack Skellington's head, and have the bat bow in the front. So basically making a head without stuffing it, and having the bow on the front. So essentially making a standard ass white beanie and add the details to make it look like Jack. That's what I was thinking. Which I think someone has done, but in knitting. I would be crocheting mine. Because while I can knit it, I am a lot more comfortable with crochet. So if I do it in crochet, it will be a much more enjoyable experience. Oh, wait, I just had an idea. What if I find a white yarn that is also multicolored with similar? I've seen that in a few stores. It's like, yeah, it's like, you know, white with a light gray and tan, and they are all almost the same shade, but when you work with it, it creates like a really cool color shift pattern. So if I can find that in a comfortable thickness for a hat, I could use that. So it wouldn't be just plain white. And hello. I saw you swim in. Which shark do you want? Yeah, do you want shark, roux, or lemon? Drew and lemon are the two small ones. Lemon? Okay. Let me get to the end here. No shark party yet. Remember, I need to get up soon and get the coffee. I promised Mother I would grab it, since I didn't get a full mug anyway. Because I did not get a full mug. I got less than half, so I had to put on more. So I'm waiting for the coffee to get done. Coffee then shark? Okay, we're gonna wait then. Disney's still saying max 2 items for Halloween stuff. Who the fuck can even afford those items? Like, seriously. From the prices you told me, for a basic ass jersey hoodie, who the fuck can even afford those items to get more than half? Yeah, getting closer. I'm actually gonna grab the other one and compare. I haven't sewn it up yet because I want the beans on. Because it's easier to put the beans on than sew it up. Let's see here. Nice comparison. Really? No, we have about 2, maybe 3. Two or 3 more rows, apparently. That cannot be right. What? It has to be more than 2 or 3. Oh well. And if I eat popcorn while watching them, yeah. Yeah, those prices. Who the actual fuckery can afford them? Yeah, the only thing reasonable is the 20 for a mug. God knows I've spent more than that for a mug. But to be fair, it was a limited edition Minecraft mug that is printed with a heat changing pattern. Yeah, 400 to even get in. It's a bit insane. And there are normal people that actually pay them prices. I've seen videos on YouTube of people being interviewed about how much they have spent on Disney and how much in debt they are. There was one couple that had over $150,000 in debt just to go to Disney. Normal people. Normal, middle class, average wage people. The worst part is that they didn't even have kids. So it was just for themselves. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I've been to Disneyland in Paris once. That was enough for an entire lifetime. I would like to go back to Paris, however, to get back into the catacombs. But the places that I went to in catacombs, you can't even legally get to anymore. Yep. But the places that I went to, you cannot get to anymore at all. It is completely off limits for absolute years and years. Because we went to the parts with all of the skeleton walls. We bought a special pass and tour, and we were there for almost 6 hours. You cannot do that anymore. I would rather do something like that than visit any theme park. Or maybe I'm just morbid. Let's see here. No? Like, maybe... Remember, it needs to go around here too. Yep. I'm thinking maybe... one or two. Okay, this is land entry. What if I... Wow, that's cheap. Upgrade next son to attack people on world. Wow. Also, going to the top of the Eiffel Tower was really cool. Somewhere I have photos from that. In Japan, still have the customer focused. Yeah, probably. You have to use... Or is it? I think cost 90. Wow. I need to see if I can find out what the suggested pricing is for entry to the new outdoor swimming pool they're building nearby. Just don't know what I would do if I went there, huh? Ugh, what else is it? Roller coasters? Hell yeah. That would be the best. I just do universe because they didn't. Good luck with that. You're gonna get nowhere. Okay, gonna try and wrap this again after this row and see if I need one more or not. And then the coffee should be done, and then we can grab a shark to squeeze. And also I can get a full mug of coffee, not less than half. Okay, come on, stop getting stuck. Our company wanted to build 800 cabins in the forest in the highlands, going to create 1,000 jobs for the local area. Government blocked this saying that people don't need jobs. Wow. Okay then. I think their IQ is lower than their shoe size. Universal in Osaka is about €5 more compared to Disney, so all about the same price. Well, I'm thinking Osaka probably have better staff. Universal has more adult rides than Disney. Universal has more rides popular for me. Huh? Okay. I think there might be one more stitch here. Or is that? Oh no, that is the edge. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna. Or excuse you. Okay, that one ain't going anywhere. Okay, fine. Okay, now let's see here. Can we wrap this and have it meet up on the other side? I know it works up there. No, that to be a bit tight, however. No, that to be a bit tight. I'm thinking I'm gonna do one more. Oh wait, how about this one done? Did I do this? That's the thumb hole. Okay. This one. Oh my god. Hi, hello. A little spider cat entered. Thank you for the raid. How's you doing? Hope you had a good stream. trying to figure out the sizing of the gloves. This one seems to be fitting. But why is this one not? And also, why is this one longer? That's another thing. I did them the same stitch count, by the way. I might have to remake this, by the way. Because this is a lot longer. Even though I did them the same stitch count. Somehow, it's longer. So I might remake this completely. We might just have one glove. Because this one is exactly where I want it to be. This is exactly where I want it to be. Which means that that is about 2 hours work that needs to be pulled out and restarted. So I'm gonna put this aside and do TOEBEANS and put on this, and then after stream I'm gonna pull this out and restart. Right by chat? I do not think so. What if I... let's see here. Yeah, it's this way. So the beans will go here. Because this has the perfect fit. This will be the perfect fit. Oh well. So yeah, distracted by math? Probably, since I don't do math. This moth do not do math. I only do moth, not math. But yeah, beans. In this very weird yarn I found yesterday, which is 64% wool, 28% polyamide, and 8% alpaca. Thought that yarn was a boob. You know, if I take off my bra, this do be about the same size. This do be about the same size, so you're sort of correct. I do need to go and grab coffee, but first I'm gonna find the end. Okay, there's one end. Found it. It's not center pull, sadly, but still, I found one end. what was that yarn composition again? 64% wool, 28% polyamide, 8% alpaca. And I paid $4 or $5 for it. It's 50 gram. It's a lot more pink than it's showing up. It's more of a pig pink. Polywash it, basically plastic. I have the end. I need more coffee. And also I need to grab lemon for you. He is on the bed behind me with the other 2 sharks. You do need to grab a lemon. No, a lemon. Lemon. My favorite shark. So yeah, coffee, grabbing shark, then I'm back. But don't go anywhere. We're about to have some shark abuse live on Twitch. There we go. Ladies and gentleworms, we're about to have shark abuse. We have a lemon. We have a lemon shark. He's about to get very, very squeezed. But look how happy he is about it. He's so happy about it. And yes, he really is that squishy. He really is this squishy. He is like that all over. He really is like this all over. He's so cute and so soft. And so squeeze. sometimes when I watch YouTube, I have him in my lap for all my pet needs. So soft. Okay. Let's see. What is the recommended hook size? 5. I can probably do it with the 7 I already have on my desk. Okay, that's the label. He's gonna stick with us for a little while. Okay, so beans. I can probably... Let's see if we can do it with this. I'm thinking for the beans, I'm just gonna do 6 single crochet in the magic ring, followed by increase in each stitch. Oh, 1, 3, 4, 5, yep, and 6. It's so soft. Let's see, and then before you close the magic ring, always put your hook into the next stitch. Otherwise, you have the risk of the stitch completely disappearing. So always put your hook into the next stitch before you tighten the magic ring. Now I'm gonna find a stitch marker. I saw a purple kitty cat head. Where did that one go? There he went. I saw a purple kitty cat head. Okay, and then just... Yep. Increase around. I think that will be a good size for the beans. And then for the pop head, I'm gonna make a heart. But we're gonna need 4 of these circles. I think this will be a good size. This yarn was such a good choice, by the way. I'm really happy I bought it. I was gonna go with another pink that is thinner, but I saw this at the store yesterday and was like, yes. Okay, and then finish off with a slip stitch. And before I do anything else, I'm gonna check the size. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's gonna be perfect size actually. Let's go with that. Okay. I'm gonna need to pull a bit of tail. We're gonna need that to actually stitch it on. Probably gonna need about that much, I think. And now we're gonna need to make 3 more of these. Hopefully without getting distracted by Melavan. Yes, so cute. And so soft. The second most expensive plush I have ever bought. Oh no, wait, he's my expensive plush. The only other one I have was actually less than him. Huh, okay. So yeah, he is my most expensive plush ever bought. Unless you count my massive mushroom. But most of the cost of the mushroom was actually the shipping and import tax. Does that count? Are we counting total cost? Or just the cost of the plush itself? 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Remember, before you close the loop, put your hook into the next stitch. Do not have local sharks? He is the most local. It is even a Swedish brand. A massive teddy music room. 40, wow. That is insane. We are at least making good time on the beans. And then I just need to rip out that other glove and remake it. Because for some reason it is longer than the first one. Let's see. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. For some reason. Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Keep. Sat in corner but was all crushed up and over. Aww. Poor thing. Poor thing, I say, as I'm squishing a shark. At least he's very happy about it. gonna have the 100 centimeter 55 centimeter. Yeah, that's the blowhide that exists. Yeah. This is a completely different brand. This one is not IKEA. It is by a small brand. Okay, that's another bean. They do have other sharks, not just the lemon. I think he's actually called Linus the lemon shark. But I don't like that name. So I renamed him Lemon. Let me get you the website for this one. They have so many. You found it? Afternoon fika? Gonna link it anyway if someone else wants to check them out. I is back. Well, hello, back. We have a lemon. We have shark abuse live on Twitch. Of course, thanks to Legato. We have 2 more beans before we can make the pop head. And then we need to stitch them on. And then after stream I need to rip out the 2 hours of work. AKA the entire other glove. Because for some reason it is longer than the first one. Even though I did note the stitch count. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A small company, don't know how. Yeah. It's a very small company. There are not many people. Which is also why the stuff is so expensive. This one cost me $53. And you can tell the squishiness. Like, I'm barely putting any pressure. And my fingertip just sinks in. Like, boom, boom. And he keeps the shape too. Like all of this abuse I'm doing. As soon as I let go. Probably somewhere remote. I don't think they are that remote, were they? I don't think, let's see, about us. Oh, it doesn't even say. But yeah, they're very small, it's only 2 people. Because, ah yeah, it's not that remote. One, two, three, 4, 5. I mean, it's still far away from me, here in the south, but not that remote. Like, sure, if I wanted to go there, I would still have to make it a weekend trip. Or at least 2-day trip with an overnight stay. But not too bad. Expensive trip for sure? Maybe not. What if I went in, like, fall? Like, if I went in the fall and took the train? Instead of, like, going in summer or closer to Christmas? Wouldn't be that bad. 1, 2, 1, 2, okay. I have a small hope of maybe getting this done before the game. We do still have an hour. And we have one more TOEBEAN and then the paw pad. Which I'm gonna try to make a heart. Freehand. Come on. That's another little bean. But yeah, this well worth the money. That's all I'm gonna say. I believe this is the big version. Okay, it doesn't say on the tag, but I do believe he is the biggest version. So soft. Okay, last bean. I'm kinda sad I'm gonna have to rip out that entire glove though, but... oh well, that's what happens when you are a crocheter, making stuff without a pattern. Plus, it's only 2 hours work I need to rip out. Not that bad. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more 6. And then getting that stitch. Come on. Come on. Okay. Garlic bread flash? Ooh. Yeah, gimme. They raised the price of garlic bread over here again. So I have been garlic breadless for 2 months. And they have not been on sale either. I'm still wondering how that glove ended up longer. Because I have the stitch count right down here. In the corner. Fox gloves. Chain 26. Half double crochet rest. And still for some reason that second one ended up longer. More already? Yeah! Make the glove longer or the other glove shorter? No, I made the second one longer somehow. Could be a tension thing? But my tension shouldn't have been that much off. Because remember last week I started the second one right after I finished the first. So my tension shouldn't have been off. Not that much in a way. Isn't that called just being a streamer? Okay. Now for this. Let's see if I remember how the fuck to make a heart. I might have to look it up. I think it was chain 3. Then a 2 treble. I'm gonna try this. In 3, 2 treble. Then I think it was 3 double. 1, 2. 3 double. Then 1 treble with a picot. One treble with a picot. And then the same as we just did but in reverse. So trouble. Two, three, then what was it? Two trouble, was it I said? Second trouble. Feel cold? Oh, it's 2 Celsius. Yeah, that do be cold. Need to sort yourself out. Good night, good day, farewell. Yeah, you go and have a good horizontal moment. Okay, and then for the end, I do believe 1, 2, 3. Then slap stitch in here. And then close the loop. And that should be a heart. Oh, yeah, okay. Apparently that was correct. We have a heart. Might add one. Might add one round of single crochet round, however. Or maybe I should leave it as is. Okay, go away, Lemon. You've been here long enough. I'm gonna need to think, which I am not good at. Okay, let's see here. Let's do this. And also grab the beans. Let's see here. That heart will be upside down. Yep. The one will be slightly to the side, but that's fine. Yep, come here. Okay. Okay, you guys you get the idea. You do get the idea. I do believe this will work out with all of the size. Okay, so can I get my hand in here without disturbing all of that? I want to see how this would look like. Sort of, in a way. Because I can stitch them on more squished together so they are bean shaped instead of circles. and the paw pad will end up in the palm of my hand. But yeah, instead of sewing them on as a circle, I can squish them so that they do get bean shaped. And of course, if I really went all out, I could also crochet them as bean shaped instead of as a circle. It's just easier to make them as a circle than squish them as I sew them on. Just trying to get an idea. So I put that one on the very edge. Which means I will probably have to start with that one. And then use that one as position for the rest. That's probably what I would have to do. But that would be about the position I want them in. So I'm gonna pinch that and remove all these other ones. And then I'm gonna squeeze that a bit. Let's see, did I have a long pin here? No, I did not. Look. Oh wait, maybe I can steal from this here. No, that was a short one. Damn it. I just need to pin that in that squished bean shape. Okay, fine, I can steal a pin from there. Come here, you. This is the long one. Ouch. That was my finger. Okay, there we go. We have the first bean at least hinged on. And see, this is why I didn't want to stitch it up yet. Because now I can actually get in here easier when I sew the beans on. Okay. Grab all of these, put those back on my desk. And then, how much will I need? Let's do that little trick. If you take your tail and wrap it loosely around the object you want to sew on 3 times, that is roughly how much yarn you will need to sew it on. And then just an extra tail and on the tail end for the knot. Okay. Play. Grab that. Okay. Let's see if we can stitch all the beans on, at least. Which means that we will be doing this next week again. Since we need to completely remake the other glove. Where's my big needle? There he is. YouTube is now pushing Christmas channel. What? Wow. How about, no? And that tail end, I'm just gonna shove this in, and that will be the only stuffing for the bean. Okay. Remember, we are not sewing it on as a circle, even though we did crochet it as a circle. And go in there, which is the whole point of me pinning it. Now I'm just gonna go around. Trying to keep track of where I am as I'm stitching this on. And no, I have not pricked my finger on the pin a few times already. Now we're back at the end here. Come on, get in. No, not there. Okay, that one's correct. I'll fetch that one too. Thank you. Okay, now I can remove that. Okay, we have the first bean on. Wait, why? Why isn't there a stitch? There should be a stitch visible in that end. Yep, fine. Let me get back there then. Because it seems like I did not catch that correctly. Now I did. Okay. There, we have the first bean on. That is clearly not circle anymore. Now I'm just gonna weave this in here. And hope that we can do the other ones in 40 minutes. And maybe stitch it up too. No use keeping that one. Okay, let's grab a bean. Mayo. Okay. And then you will get squeezed. Right next to there, I believe. Ouch. Don't mind me dropping the pins right onto my leg with the pointy side down. Because Moth is an idiot. What else is old news? Just making extra sure will be correct. Where I want it to be. Or I want it to be. Mwahaha. If someone made a drinking game of how many times I've said bean or toe bean this stream, let me know. Okay, that will be exactly the right position. And you will go right there, like that. Okay, yeah. Can I? That will be so cute. Oops. There we go. Yep. Just a bit annoying that that second one was a fail, but oh well. I'll just completely remake the other glove. It happens. Okay, come on, get in. Thank you. Get in. Okay, currently this one does not actually agree with the in very much. Or did I? Okay. Wait, is that the top? I just did. Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, so I know exactly where to put the next one. There and up there. There. Means up there. And okay, why isn't there a stitch? What? That completely did not even. Okay, fine. Ugh. Somehow I completely missed a stitch again. Right there. right there to there. Okay, there we go. Now I can get you to the middle. Yep. Okay. It's slow going, but we have 2 beans on. Gonna finish this off same way I did the other one. Okay, we have 2 beans. Yeah. And then you will get squeezed right there. That. And that pin almost went into my finger. Pretty color. Yeah, if only it would actually show up the correct color on stream, that would be great. Okay, this will work out, however. No matter how much of a failure the other glove turned out to be, this one will at least work out as it should. Oh, hello. How's you doing? Walking cactus? Not quite. Depends on how much coffee you give me. We are slowly putting some toe beans on. Doing better may well not sober. That sounds like when I design a crochet critter at 4 in the morning. That does sound like fun. Confident. Okay. Let's see. No, at least this time I managed to go all the way around. Whoa. But that tail end needs to be shoved in. Okay. We at least have 3 beans on. Beans! But yeah, even though I had not planned it, it does seem like next week we are still working on the fox stuff. Even though it wasn't planned. But oh well. Shit happens. I'm not that upset about that other glove turning out a failure. It happens. And like I said, it's only 2 hours work. So it's not that big of a deal. Okay, and then I'm gonna have to try and imagine those holding together. Beans. Annoying will be worth it, yeah. I will at least have 1 glove done today. Because even if I don't get this sewn up completely on stream, I will be putting that slightly to the side. So that's gonna be like that. Okay, no. Delete? Wow. It's August! The fuck? Is your weather really as moronic as the government? Because, wow. Okay, there. Slightly to the side. Try and squish that. I pin it. That. Is that gonna be too far up, by the way? Oh, that will actually be fine, I suppose. Slightly to the side like that, yeah. That should work. That should work, right? And then we have the paw pad, which is upside down heart. Gonna go right there. It really, really does look like a paw. I am quite surprised. For being something completely done with no pattern and also different yarn and yarn weights. I am surprised by how much it actually looks like a paw. And I'm also supremely happy that I did not stitch it up before sewing the beans on. Because imagine if I had stitched it up, how much of an absolute bitch it would have been to stitch them on. Like, at least now I have all this open area to work with. Let's see, where the fuck? Oh, you went in there, okay. So you need to go up there. Okay, now I can remove that before I stick my finger right onto that pin again. I've only done it like 7 times. But it's fine. Fine. I'm completely used to breaking my finger on sharp and pointy things. Okay, did I get... Okay. Next time you drink, licking from those needles. Right? But at least I'll have one glove mostly done before end of stream. We do have 20 minutes. So 20 minutes to stitch on the paw pad and start on the side of the glove. Which I will just be probably slip stitching together. I think anyway. I think I will just be slip stitching the side together. So slip stitch side together, then when I get to the thumb hole, I'll just be slip stitching the top that will be going up here instead of doing it on here. So I'll be slip stitch up the side, then on the top side around the thumb hole, then back up. It's just how I normally do it for my gloves, because that means that you have a definitive left and right hand. Even though it will be more visible on these ones because beans. Okay, here, however, I do need to grab that tail end. Come on, get in. And now I can close that completely. And I can close that completely. I will actually be curing this end, just so that the hole in the middle there stays closed. And yeah, single crochet can be bulky, and because the glove itself already have a good shape, I'm not gonna mess with it by doing single crochet. Did I design it? No, it's just a basic heart pattern that I remembered. I can write it out for you after stream even. Unless you go back in the VOD. I could just write it up for you after stream. It's actually the wing pattern of a Valentine's Day bee. But because I'm doing it in thick yarn, it turns out much bigger size. I'll stick that. This tapestry needle is not pointy, so I'm just gonna stick it. Okay, yeah, if I put it there, because I want the paw pad to be in my palm. Since I have the beans on the actual finger part, which is why I made this one so much longer than I normally make my fingerless gloves. I want that one to be in my actual palm. So that's gonna be there. Sure, that one is there. Okay. I'm just making triple, quadruple sure it is in the right place, because once I put these on, it's gonna be a bitch if I need to change anything, so here we go. Better to make sure. And now I need to pull that and start over here. And I'm gonna start in the real trick will be to get that point in the correct position. That little pico. Which means I'm gonna have to go into that. And then out on the other side of it. That. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, it is in there. Got it. Then here is another tricky point. Yeah, fine, let's go in there then. Okay. As extra security, I will be going over. I need a bit of this more. There, that should hold it. Actually, yes. And just in case. Yeah! Perfect. Actually, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna secure this. And then we will have just a few minutes to start crocheting up the side. I will definitely not have time to do the full thing. I will be finishing up the side of this off stream. However, so that next Wednesday can start on the other glove and remake it. Because I was an absolute moron and didn't check the length. I just assumed it would be perfect. Okay, we have the beans. The beans are perfect. Now we can... Yes. I won't be taking care of that end yet. Yep. I'm going to line these up. So, because I don't have any real stitches here. Like at all. So this is gonna be pure guesswork. I was hoping I could get it completely done on stream, but oh well. Oh well. We do even have a command for my planning ability. Very accurate. Okay. Go. And now, like I said, we will only go a slip stitch on the top part here. Otherwise, we will not have a thumb hole at all. Come on. We might actually get this done. Huh. Okay, now I'm gonna line those up and hold them like that. Would that be? No. It's gonna be there. Well, well, well. It would seem that we will get this completely done on stream. Yep. Okay, now one last stitch. Which is not there, it's in the corner right here somewhere. There. To connect to there. Now trying to get back out here. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, just to be sure. Just to be sure. Oh yeah. I do still have ends to weave in, but and that thumbhole might be a bit bigger than I would have liked, but or whatever. But hey, we did it. Pains. And that line really isn't as visible in real life as it is on camera. It's just because of the light. It's actually more like that difference in real life. It's just the shadows that making it look so visible, but it's really not. And I might do some extra stitching there because there's some holes I don't like from the slip stitching. Same with there. I might go back with some yarn and fix that. But yeah, it is a lot longer than I usually make them. Normally I make them like to here and down. But I really wanted the beans to be on the right spot. Because most times when I see people make these, they make even the toe beans on the palm. Which doesn't look very good. Okay, I'm gonna snooze that last ad. Need extra length to feed the beans? Yes. So, I'm gonna take care of the ends. And I'm gonna fix those holes here from the slip stitch that I do not like being so big. And then we have one done. And then I need to completely rip out the other one. Yeah, okay, let's do some quick cleanup because I have a needle, safety pin, and a pin on my desk. Still here lurking? Well, I am about to end. It will be my end time. But we did get one glove completely done, apart from the ends. So there's that. Do have some little things that I need to take care of, but well. There do be that. Do bean that. Mwahahaha. And I need to completely rip out that second one. Ugh. Ugh, is all I'm gonna say. Okay. I'm gonna just put it right here. I'm gonna need it anyway, so there we go. Safety pin. secured. Okay, I'm going to save this. Okay. Since I have quite a bit to do, I am not gonna raid. Normally I would try, but I have so much to do, it's gonna have to be raid and ignore, and I don't like to do that. So there we go, that's the Discord. There's the Instagram that I need to update with pictures of stuff. So yeah, I will be back as usual on Saturday for Heroes of the Storm. I'm thinking I might be playing Soul, maybe Jaina. We shall see. But for now, thank you for being here, lurking, working. And thank you for the subs. And any follows I might have missed. So for now, stay safe, stay hydrated, and have a great time zone. And yes, like Raven said, ha en fin dag. Bye.